Hello, everyone. Welcome to another rendition of Renaissance Reviews You. Now, today we will be reviewing the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. I got a chance to see Star Wars over the holiday break and finally got a chance to actually do a review of it. It features Daisy Ridley as Rey, John Boyega as Finn, and Oscar Isaac as Poe, and of course Adam Driver as the infamous Kylo Ren. The Rise of Skywalker was a pretty good movie. It was visually appealing and pretty well paced, and I'm pleased with the direction that they took the story. It follows Rey as she's finishing up her training with Princess Leia, General Leia, and it also follows Finn and Poe as they track down a lead that alludes to a threat greater than Kylo Ren and the First Order. Now, while I could say that I enjoyed the movie, I wouldn't say that it was great. It was fine. Just fine. Not bad in any sort, but not great as either. So, as a Star Wars fan, it really sucks to feel that way. You understand? This is the finale of a trilogy, so I expected a little bit more than this. It fell pretty flat in many ways. Nothing really surprised me. It was just a lot of, well, that was expected. Alright, spoilers from here on out, just to let you know. Now, you may have gathered that Rey develops she has a identity crisis that they pretty much play with throughout the duration of The Last Jedi, and they just drive that concept directly into the dirt in The Rise of Skywalker. So does, they also have that same identity crisis with Kylo Ren. The two of them develop this emotional/mental link with each other. They get a chance to see what each other is doing or what each other is seeing. They get a chance to feel what each other is feeling, despite where they are. They could be a whole galaxy away from each other, but they manage to have this connection. And in this movie, they also start to be able to transport items from one point to another. They actually did it in The Last Jedi when Kylo Ren reached out and grabbed, he grabbed her necklace in The Last Jedi. But anyways, the struggle of this connection, they run it into the ground, okay? We've seen enough of it in The Last Jedi. So the question is just all right, where are you all going with this? Now, where I wanted them to go, I'm going to mention in another video. But they ended up basically saying, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead. My bad. Yeah, I got ahead of myself. Sorry. So, Darth Sidious, or Palpatine, is revealed to be alive. And I react, duh. The lad from the trailer pretty much told all of you that, or anyone that, that even remotely familiar with Star Wars franchise would recognize, okay, Palpatine, we get it. Got you. Say less. So Palpatine reveals that he's been pulling the strings the entire time, which, okay, whatever. Darth Sidious promises Kylo a fleet of Star Destroyers, each with Death Star capabilities, which, alright, whatever. But back to Rey's identity crisis. She learns that near the end of the movie that she's related to Palpatine and Skywalker, which explains her connection with Kylo, who is also related to Skywalker. I roll. The reason why this all sucks is not just because it's been done before, and it's not just because it's cliche. It's boring. To be honest, it's boring. It had potential to do so much better. The trilogy had potential to do so much better. Then episode 1 through 6. They put a female as a lead. They put they had a black lead as well. And the way that they set it up was like at least at the beginning they had an opportunity to do so much that was not shown and not done in the previous movies. And on top of that, they had better CG than any other freaking movies. So they had I had a lot of hope for this trilogy over the rest of them, to be honest. But not only did they do the same crap, but they gave you the important stuff before you even see the movie. The laugh tells you that Palpatine is already back in the trailer. So, okay, like you didn't really like that shouldn't have surprised you when you actually saw him come back. And the Rise of Skywalker tells you that someone aside from Luke and aside from freaking Leia is a Skywalker. Well, it's not sure fucking Finn. Like, Leia is dead. Luke is dead. It's telling you that Rey is a freaking Skywalker. Not shocking at all. So basically the rest of the movie is just, all right, we know what's coming. Just how does it get there? You know? Rey throughout the trilogy shows she shows a very natural talent for the Force. Like from the jump, she was manipulating people's minds. She was doing Force lifts. Like she basically knew everything from the jump. That's not a complaint at all. But when you have that, people expect a different form of character development. Like, if you're giving me all of this already, then how does the person develop? Like, does the person develop emotionally? Do they develop mentally? Like, what shows them from point A to point B, you know? Finn shows development only because he just seems a little more competent from, you know, the first movie to now. You know, like, in the first one, he couldn't shoot for shit. He couldn't, like, do a lot of things. But now he's, you know, kicking ass while he's shooting in the Millennium Falcon. So, yeah, like, it shows some type of development. So, yeah, Rey is pretty much the same in 7, 8, and 9. So, nothing seems different. Finn is he's a love-struck puppy that's following Rey across the entire fucking galaxy. And the issue with this is the fact that, like, none of these feelings are, like, returned. So, like, at some point, I'm just like, all right, Finn, like, give up, bro. Because the thing that irritates me is the fact that they're constantly putting some type of love interest in Finn's way. And it's just like he's just on his tippy toes, like, looking over them to look at Rey. And the way that he screams Rey all the time is so freaking irritating. That was a side note. I didn't even write that down. I just had to freeball that one. But yeah, Finn needs to get the fuck over it. Like, seriously, get the fuck over it, Finn. Poe, he learns to cool his temper a little bit. You know, he kind of flies off the handle a lot. Not fly off the handle. He would just react to a lot of things, and some stuff you have to actually think through. And he learned this in The Last Jedi. So in this one, you actually get a chance to see that, okay, he's thinking of these things before he actually do something. You know, most of them at least. You know, Poe is still gonna Poe, but you can see that he developed some. Leia, was great as a general, but, it's Carrie Fisher. Of course you're going to get a great freaking performance from her. Rest in power, Carrie Fisher. But overall, it's a fine movie. I'm not telling anyone to not go see it, Please do. I'm pretty sure you're going to love it. I liked it, But for a trilogy, and for a franchise as big as Star Wars, you would expect... you not expect, but you would want something more. Like, nobody wants to walk away from a Star Wars movie. But, okay. Yeah. You know, but I plan on doing a rant video going more in depth with this Star Wars trilogy because I have a lot of stuff that I would like to say, but it's not going to just fit in review. You know, I'm not going to give y'all a 20-minute review about freaking Rise of Skywalker. You know, even like, I'm sorry, but I'm just not going to do that. But yes, look out for my rant video in reference to this. If you enjoyed the review, like and share. You know, comment below. Tell me how you feel about it. Like, tell me if you disagree, agree. You know, maybe you didn't see the movie yet. You know, maybe some predictions. I'm sorry if I spoiled it, but this is a spoiler review. So I mean, but yes. Oh, visit my website, fontroycomics.com. This is where you could get merchandise like this. This is actually a shirt for my character Atlas for a comic book. I mean, for the comic book that I created. I'm working on issue 2 now. So for my fans that actually do follow Atlas, please be patient. I'm working on it. I'm doing all this stuff by myself, so give me time. But yes, I got comic books and I have t-shirts on the website, fontroycomics.com. Like, share, subscribe for more stuff. All right? So, deuces. What? Oh, shit.